Hey guys, making a guide about how to use Falcon's tilt moves. His tilt moves being forward tilt, down tilt, and up tilt in that order. So, um, I believe that all three of those moves are they're pretty good situationally. Up tilt is probably the most underused and it's actually really good, but only recently have people started using it for more than just like edge guarding or and all that. And I want to probably go most in depth with up tilt. But first, let me go through a forward tilt and down tilt first. Anyways, Falcon, he doesn't have really strong, broken, quick ground choices like the other top tiers. He has Gentleman, which is great, but he has to do the jazz first, and they can be like CC countered. And current meta, most people like crouch cancel everything, so it's hard to find like spots where spam and gentleman, jab or gentleman will like not get you like counterattack and scrap. Like Falcon doesn't have like the broken stuff like Spacey's up tilt, Sheik's forward tilt up tilt. But that doesn't mean his tools are like impossible to use. Like forward tilt's actually a decent choice based off like a decent power range speed in the scrap. It's good at catching people like at a shield, say like you tomahawk them next to them. You can catch them, forward tilt them at a shield. Overall, pretty good power range. You can angle it. Angle higher does a little bit more damage and knockback. Could be make the difference between knocking people down and not. So yeah, forward tilt not as CCable based on the matchup compared to like jab gentleman because of the range and overall power. So honestly, a pretty solid move, and because Falcon lacks like great broken options, I think trying to use forward tilt more and better would go a pretty long way. It would help out because it's like one of his few great decent moves to use when grounded, in my opinion, in terms of like speed and all that. It's also pretty good for edge guarding. Right time you can catch like side Bs, spacey side Bs. You can angle it. Catch some up Bs. Up side B and like there you go a little too high, you can do the forward tilt. So yeah. Again, pretty valuable at moments. Watch someone like me or none. We both love using forward tilts a lot. Some other Falcons don't use it as nearly as much. Say like Wizzy, 20 Jaxers tend not to. So yeah, if you're trying to be more of a scrap style of Falcon, definitely try your best to incorporate forward tilt. Just be ready to say like you're very close and use it. Get ready for them to like CC you and probably do some kind of counter if you're not spaced. And if you know they're gonna CC you, you can usually just CC them back and do something after. Maybe even another forward tilt, or maybe a gentleman instead, or escape. So that's that with forward tilt. Let's go into down tilt now. So down tilt, it's a move with like average priority, but it has quite good range. Basically just as much as like forward tilt. I personally love using it at after I CC like a laggy move and they're like high percents. Like say if Fox does like a flop back here at you, and you're like a low percents and they're like a pretty high percent, you can just take the hit and then down tilt it, and you'll pop them up and probably kill them. It's like a free trade because they didn't drill, basically. Like, if Fox does a drill, then it's a counter to CC, but if they do like a move with some kind of lag that lands, then down tilt could be the choice. Also, like, say you're underneath like a platform, and someone's like going like this in this position, and you're like down here. A lot of people just like shield drop like a robot and like try to hit you. So that's another easy scoop. And yeah, they can CC it. Again, it's not like a broken move like forward tilt. It's a pretty good post CC move. Like Sheik does like a forward tilt. See, that's like a free hit in response, based on the spacing. Like could even be a viable choice. Just like oh, he whiffs, then down tilt. He hits me, still down tilt. Obviously, he gets CC'd back. I personally don't like doing like CC battles at low percent or against low percent people, especially like Sheiks that are always holding down. But some people favor doing it. Watch None versus like Sheiks. He's down to like a scrap more. I am more cautious about it. I don't like getting CC'd and then she grabs you and life sucks. But if you do it like with the right mix-ups, then I can't see it being bad. And you know, if you give like 11% to like a spacey or a semi-floaty like Sheik Marth, that's quite good. Like 10% for Falcon is not nearly as bad as 10% for like a spacey or a semi-floaty, like in a lot of situations. Falcon's more of a tank. He's more of a tank. So, you know, going for those, if it might trade at low percents, then is it a bad thing? Probably not. And even at higher percents, if you have like good DI and or like OMS attacks even or whatever, then it could be viable. Sometimes it's worth getting like guaranteed percents for next stock. If you get into like 30% next stock, then you know, your life is generally easier off of grabs across the board or off of like a decent hit compared to when they're like a straight zero. So, what else do I use it for besides a comboing or like after a CC move or if they overextend incorrectly? I'd sometimes like to still kind of goes with combo and tag chasing really, but say like you hit them, you combo them, and they're like falling like right around here. You can run to the edge and scoop him. And in spots where like people normally tech because the ground's there, like because there's no ground, like say they're still like falling in this area, not a little higher than this. They fell off the edge. You can like run towards the edge and do down tilt scoop for another connects. Will that always be the best choice? Depends on the DI, and honestly, they'll probably keep holding away, but it's still an interesting extension. In general, like kind of like forward tilt, but not quite the same. Like you can use it as like a tech trap type move. Say like you up throw a this is like a 2000 very old school tactic where you know, you're tech chasing them up tilt, bam, and then nowadays good players will probably never miss a tech or want to tech in place, so you can kind of expect them to not really go for a tech in place choice to better your opponent. But it really comes down to like, are they choking? Did they get tricked? Are they playing well or not? Like you can kind of get a beat on like, is this guy gonna like go for like the assume like choice where like, oh, I did like a mix up, I'm gonna, you have a good chance of missing your tech if like in theory, right? Like good players generally won't. They probably don't want to tech in place against the Falcon in a lot of spots after, I notice personally. So it's just like another way to help your tech chasing by adding like a down tilt link. Just something to think about. So decent mix up for tech chasing extensions. Quite good after a CC or like a move whiff, like a sheik forward tilts in front of you. You're down a bank on them whiffing or taking the hit and down tilting. That's not bad either. Um, Again, if they're like CC monsters and they're ready to like grab you out of a hit, then obviously weaker choice. So now let's go to Falcon's up tilt. Easily his most underrated, underused move, in my opinion. And it's used mostly by Mango's Falcon. Like Mango's Falcon's pretty unique. Nowadays he's kind of bringing it back. If you watch a stream, kind of like slow, methodical aerial drifts. But you know, the move he really uses a lot is up tilt, and no other Falcon really uses it really. Anyways, in my opinion, up tilt and run neutral, it's like just as good as a Samus like up tilting neutral. Like it's good. It's really good at catching approaches. Why is that good? Because say a fox is staring at you, and you this is like a solid ass choice to like trade favorably in your behalf. Usually Falcons like they'll either try to like duel with like Nair. You know, Nair's good. Nair's a great mid-range zoning tool. But what about the people that can like dash dance like really well, cleanly, and then like get in? And so if you Nair and whiff, the really good players will like punish you. So you can't just rely on Nair versus the elites, like really good people. A lot of people try to like catch up slipping, like fade back stomp, or dash away, fade towards stomp. That stuff's good. It was like broken a couple years ago. Now most people are like conditioned to outspace that and beat that too. Like Falcon's game plan is just like try to zone them or bait them into a bad approach or like catch them slipping. But does Falcon have amazing tools for like in this head-on clash, like a fox naring at you, last second, like you basically don't have. If fox is really close to you and it's gonna nair at you at the right timing, like stomp away, fade back stomp towards against say like a Mango caliber fox will never work, but up tilt's actually a perfect trade against like moves like Nair. Like moves that don't have like crazy disjoint priority, like I find that when I'm testing it out, like it'll trade a lot and it'll be a favorable trade against fast followers. It'll like knock them down, knock them off stage even sometimes. So yeah, Falcon, this actually might be the best tool. Like this might be an amazing defensive tool, like on head-on clashes. And no other move he has is as good, in my opinion, for a lot of those spots. You can try to do some CC gimmick stuff instead. Again, like that's fine too, but like everyone's adapting. Everyone's adapting, and CC Falcon's outspacing, and this move is actually, yeah, I think it's by far the best when people are coming at you. As long as it's not like a Marth forward air type of move, you know. So yeah, I think try it out for yourself. Some people they get hit by up tilt, they'll probably be caught off guard. And they might DI improperly. So move with potential off the hit, and is likely to trade favorably against like a Fox staring at you and those type of moves. Also a very underused edge guard move. Most people just recognize it from Falcon Dittos, and then that's the most free edge guard. If you do that, you're considered like BM. It's like a Falcon taboo, but it's really good too in a lot of other situations. Like say like for against Fox, a Fox that like is up B on stages with like no wall to ride. A good Fox will like make you have to guess between like am I gonna like have a really sick angle coming like barely vertical and like well stages with walls too. Like am I gonna like have a slight vertical so you have to, only a stomp would work. The typical choice is like stomping when they're below, or assuming that they're gonna go like fly up above stage. And it comes to the point where I'm fighting like really strong players that like it becomes like a coin flip of are they gonna go really hard to cover angle low or hard to cover angle high, and you kind of have to like commit a little harder to cover it. And say you stomp, they roll the wall like a pro, and then your stomp's too early or too late. You get hit by the B, you die. Or like they went low, but you thought they go high. You try to like knee them, whatever, you miss. So up tilt simplifies like the edge guard and that coin flip. It totally gets rid of the coin flip, and just lets you have a free good hit. And again, a little better on certain stages. Honestly, stages with walls, I'd say it's kind of better. Like any stage that can ride, like that improves the Fox coin flip of like going high and low quite a bit. So, and also the medium knockback of the move can lead to like an easy follow up. And you know, just do it off reaction. You hit them. Most people will be caught off guard by it, and not DI the best possible. Maybe not most, but at least a good number will, because who gets hit by up tilt nowadays? So, yep. That's basically all I have to say about those three moves. To conclude, again, Falcon's tilts are not like broken compared to like other characters. But they all have utility in situations where they could be the best, and I absolutely recommend, you know, trying to be creative. It's good to experiment and add his tilt moves to your repertoire. I'm a mix-up kind of guy, so it's like someone like None. Even like the 20G extra types, they usually have like a singular game plan, but even then, like, it's good to throw in like a, even they know that you should throw in like some kind of mix-ups to your game plan. So, yeah, recommend it for everybody. And yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys for watching.